This week, and welcome to this week's 2-minute drill with our highlighting the pick of the week on Tradespoon.com. My name again is Tim Biggin. I'm a regular contributor on CNBC, Bloomberg, CBOE TV, and a big contributor to Tradespoon. I provide basically the option sort of algorithm on top of their daily, stock picks that provide a daily pick not only on stock but on option and an option spread pick, using both a stock and an option algorithm to kind of get what I call the best of both worlds. And as you can see, these stocks are and the option picks are averaging over 30%, actually 30.1% return per trade so far. So we'll drive forward and take a look at this week's pick of the week, which was going long WellPoint Inc. And I'll jump over right now to the actual page from Tradespoon, and the trade recommendation was made September 10th. And again, the three choices here are to either go long the stock by WellPoint for 86.71, a straight long option play, which is to go long a call option, a bullish play, buying the October 87.5 call for $1.95. And again, they show once you get into the position, also your kind of target gain and stop loss. So once you get in at 195, they're targeting a 185 profit, and also basically a stop loss 185 below the entry price, and also a spread pick. We're getting into the spread at around $1.25, and targeting that spread goes out at the maximum gain of 250. And each week, each day of that week, you'll receive all three of these selections of stock, option, and option spread picks. So taking a quick look at WellPoint and why we kind of took a look at this stock, you can see one of the highlights was the 20-day moving average. WellPoint had hung on to that 20-day moving average over 3 successive days. This is September 10th, the day the recommendation came out, where it did hold that 20-day moving average, which lended support to a bullish recommendation. You can also see previously, using a MACD crossover, you did have a buy signal generated, kind of confirmation by holding that 20-day, and also confirmation that it held on to the MACD buy signal. And importantly, the momentum did pick up. So the stock had kind of, based around here and finally showed some positive momentum. So those things all lend itself to going long the stock. And then finally, on this particular one, using Fibonacci, it did held on to that sort of Fibonacci sort of retracement. And if I can drop the Fibonacci on here, you can take a look going back. It did, hold on right exactly to that 32% retracement level on a Fibonacci basis. So those going back originally to our recommendation, were one of the drivers of the trade. So we can take a look at, how do these results so far, and this is marked to today's close. If you'd gone long the stock at 86.71, it closed at 89.09, so you'd been up about 2 3/4% on the stock. The long option play, which is almost invariably the most aggressive play, in at 195, it closed about 305 midpoint, so up over 50% on that particular trade. And the spread, which falls in between the two, lower entry price of 135, so you have less at risk. It closed at about 180, again using midpoint, so up about 33% on that. So as you can see, the stock tends to take the most money, tends to be least aggressive. The spread falls somewhere in the middle, and the outright option usually tends to be the most aggressive play of the three. So until next week, this is Tim Biggin, and as always, you can go to over and make sure you can start your free trial at Tradespoon. It takes literally just seconds to do it, no credit card needed, and you can get a daily pick of stock, option, and option spread. So until next Friday, good trading.